Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 4th. Just had a sudden thought, and I wrote it down. In life, you need to have personal boundaries. Personal boundaries and professional boundaries. Okay? And these boundaries are also, there's boundaries in between the two. Okay? You have a personal boundary on your body at all times. Okay? You only let specific people and animals so close to your body. Right? The same goes with your mind. And that also develops into your professional life. And those boundaries also develop your professional boundaries as far as what you would or would not do for work and at work. Okay? The interpersonal skills of your personal boundaries go further into your professional life because you're interacting with people there as well and you become friendly. Okay? And these professional boundaries are completely different than your friend boundaries. Okay? So your friends outside of work that you don't work with, you behave in a different way than you would with the people you work with. Okay? And as you get older, you understand not everybody at work you want to have anything to do with. Keep that in mind for my three oldest. The people at work are not your friends. The people at work are your competition. Okay? It's a healthy competition where you're clocking in, you're doing your job, and you're just performing your job the best you can. And whoever performs the best without kissing ass is normally the one that gets looked at as the better option, the better employee. Okay? I said option. That kind of sparked something else just now. If y'all can't tell, when I make a video, it's right off the cuff. When I have something on the screens, from homework stuff or research, that's more kind of organized. But this is just random thoughts. Okay. Again, boundaries, my professional life, okay, my education part, and the profession I'm getting into. There's a boundary that y'all cannot go past. But I am the middleman between my professional life and all this. Okay? This is my personal page, my personal TikTok, my personal YouTube. For right now, YouTube and TikTok are the only places I can post my longer form videos. So it is what it is. Now, the point about boundaries, okay, is that you have multiple sections of boundaries, okay, or how do you describe it? If I'm looking at my computer, I'll say file folders, right? One labeled personal, body, personal. The other one family, friends, work. Public. Another one would be public, okay? Now, I say these are boundaries, while at the same time, women are more notorious for showing it outwardly. Every person, man or woman, wears a different mask at a different time of the day. Whether you're in the bedroom with your significant other, or out in the living room with the entire family, or outside the house in front of the neighbors, or out in public, whether you're at work or, well, no, let's divide that even more. Work, and then out in public. Okay? Public meaning like at the grocery store paying bills and fucking passing everybody on the street. You know what I'm saying? So, women are more notorious for displaying and speaking and sounding and wearing a different expression on their face at all 5 different occasions in one day. Okay? In public, that woman is probably more serious, on guard, vigilant, while at the same time, while in public, that woman is probably thinking competition, whether it be other women or jobs, okay? And then at the job, if she were to be that kind of woman, she'd be competing against every other woman and probably every other man for the same job, okay? Now, back at home, she wears a different personality, face, mask in front of the family. Probably more relaxed. And just chill. Okay? Well, at the same time, in the bedroom, that's a completely different personality in itself. Okay? This is just something for my kids to think about. Okay? These boundaries are healthy. When they become unhealthy and you start pushing everybody away and you're just a complete asshole towards people, a fucking know-it-all, or you act super happy-go-lucky and bubbly and absolutely fucking annoying because you're trying to hide shit. I think I'd rather deal with the asshole bitchy woman than the passive-aggressive, narcissistic, fake smile. The fake smile gets under my skin. All 3 of your mothers know that. Anyway, so these boundaries are healthy. It helps actually develop who you are. Okay? And you'll see this as you progress. Okay, I said option. Okay, I said option. Now, as you get older, okay, if you're not in a committed, serious relationship right now, don't treat people as a fucking option. Don't breadcrumb people. Okay? Don't try to date or talk to multiple women or multiple guys at once. Catch my drift? That's what happened to me. 2 of your mothers did that to me. Okay? One of your mothers I was not in a committed relationship with yet, and yet it was still dragged on for 10 years. The other one, I was in a committed relationship, living in the same household, and as soon as I went to work, the other dude showed up. for my boys. Most girls that don't have many issues, traumas, um, specific traumas, I should say, look for a strong-minded, gentle-spoken, while at the same time educated, strong, and as a young man, your competition is the guy that makes the girl feel safe and happy and given all the attention under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, if you give that attention and it's not reciprocated back to you, drop her like a fly. 2-week notice. Remember? Just like I said in the other videos. And for my girls, never lead a guy on to believe that he has a chance with you and never let it happen. If a guy breadcrumbs you, you drop him like a fly. Okay? Don't prolong that shit. It's good for your mental health, for both of you, the boys and the girls. If you're dating and you lose contact or you can't keep contact, it just gets worse. Fucking dogs. Why are you being crazy? 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 Fucking white boys. Go get it. Outside. Go here. Go get it. Go check it. Go get the squirrel. Get that cat. So, there's one for you, okay? Let's backtrack a little bit. Go back to what we're talking about, boundaries, okay? You see my personality change with the dogs? It's because they have that mindset where if you act playful like a kid, they're very responsive. I've helped change many dogs by changing the personality that interacts with them. Changing the personality that interacts with them. My dog behavior is different from my horse behavior. Okay? So there's those different boundaries. What else can we talk about? I don't want to make this too long. We're sitting at 13 minutes now. I hope you all get it so far. Your personal boundaries will develop in different ways for certain and different situations, obviously. But they're important to have boundaries, period. And I say this because if you just go along with the flow and do what other people say and do, and you don't have your own personal boundaries, you're never going to get anywhere in life. And people are going to walk all over you, treat you like shit, and treat you like a fucking option. You don't want to be the one being treated like an option. And it's bad karma for you to be treating others like a fucking option. Okay? Especially when it comes to a personal, committed relationship with someone. Don't fuck with somebody's head like that. You don't want nobody fucking with your head. So don't do it to other fucking people. for the girls, the personal boundaries that you have to uphold are different than the boys. And every day you walk out into public, in the general public, amongst all the different people, you will always worry me, because that's dad mode. Girls have to uphold a certain boundary that boys just won't understand. You won't understand until you get older. You'll understand a tidbit of it. Okay? I still don't understand everything. Let's put it this way. As a young man grows up, he's protecting his heart always. Because a boy's and a man's heart is fragile. While at the same time, a girl's body is delicate and sacred. Okay? Everyone's body is sacred. But what I mean by this is that a young lady has to protect herself more so. A young lady holds a lot of responsibility. She is the woman, the protector of the womb. And her mind and her body is wired differently, obviously, than the young man. The young lady will always look for a young man, as she's, how should I describe that? A girl will always look for the protector in a man, okay? That is subconsciously to protect themselves, their body, their heart, their mind, their body, okay? And a young man will always look for a woman to protect and guard his heart and his mind, because he's got everything else covered. Okay? That was kind of difficult to get out. It took me a minute to word it together. So, a young man will always look for a woman to guard his heart and his mind, while a young lady will always look for a young man to guard her body, her heart, and her mind. Okay? Now, girls, I'm going to touch on this briefly, because the stuff I was reading last night was fucking crazy, and I started going backwards in the chapters and then putting all the segments of these different scenarios. I put it all together. It's one person's life within like 5 chapters. I skipped ahead a little bit. It's different scenarios, it's completely different. Shit, I lost track. I just lost track what I was saying. I keep scrolling out. Shit. And I can't rewind. Fuck. Oh, okay. I got it. Scenario. Ladies. My young ladies. Do not become that self-centered, self-absorbed, self-righteous, egocentric narcissist. do not look at men as a fucking source of assets. They are, by society standards and by biblical standards, the man is supposed to be the one to take care of the family. Yes. That does not mean drain his bank account, his wallet, his fucking pockets. Don't use them. I have one of those boundaries up at all times with women. If I start hearing, can you get me this? Can you buy me this? I've literally gotten out of the fucking Jeep, opened the fucking door, said, get the fuck out. I don't care. I'm not going to be used again. Never again. When you're in a committed relationship and that man is taking care of you and the household and the kids, that's one thing. Don't be harassing him and buy shit. Let him pay the bills. Let him buy what's needed and necessary for you and the kids. And then let him save some fucking money so he can buy something for fucking self. Don't treat him as if his money is not him or his. Don't treat him as if his money is yours and he doesn't deserve to fucking have it or save it or have anything. Toys. You know what I'm saying? And for my boys, never treat a lady as if she's just a piece of ass. As if you're just going after some tail. We have a bad rap because of that crap. As a guy. That's all they think we're after. And right now, in my life, I keep seeing it. I'm not after a piece of ass. I've been single and celibate for 10 years. I want a woman in my life and love in my heart. I want my companion, my forever lady. And as you grow older, I hope you agree and understand that getting laid is a part of getting a relationship. So why not have somebody you actually like, care about, you love, that you're attracted to, that you can take into the bedroom and never lose interest. Okay? When someone says you have a lot to prove, that is actually a deflection. Don't ever fucking fall for that fucking narcissistic shit. Okay? Allie, your mother used to say that shit to me. Well, at the same time, that was one of the abusive things that happened to me when I was a kid. Okay? Which developed into one of my traumas. Thinking I had to prove something. Okay? When she said that to me, it always aggravated the fuck out of me. Because we both know she has a lot to prove. She does. For all the lies and deceptions she's caused. I hope she's not doing the same thing to Gabe. It'd be fucked up. Anyway. Shadow baby, what's up? Come here. Come here. Give me kisses. Come here. Give me kisses. My shadow. Come. Come here. I'm recording on the camera. Playing on the camera. So anyway, Um, you have a lot to prove. That's deflection, okay? That means that person has a lot to prove to you, period. It means that person doesn't feel that they can match up to you, okay? That means that person doesn't feel adequate or equal to you or worthy of being with you. That's what that means, okay? Sitting at 25 minutes. We're trying to keep this under 30 today. There's other things I want to hit on. I'm gonna make separate videos, but abuse and being stuck in a relationship. Okay, it's a type of Stockholm syndrome where you start relating to or feel obligated to the abuser. Okay. I felt stuck at a couple of women. Allie, your mom was stuck to a couple of those guys. No, I have no idea what your mom's been up to or what kind of guys. Matter of fact, I have no idea or history of what your mom was up to before she met me, what kind of guy she was with. I have no clue. Like, I popped in, I focused on her, turned out she had mental health issues, and I dipped out. And I couldn't handle it anymore because I tried and I tried and I tried and it just kept getting worse. So yeah, I was kind of stuck on your mom for a little bit because I was trying. And her verbal and emotional abuse had me thinking that I was obligated and stuck. Okay. Also with her draining my bank account and my tax return and just overall being weird and overzealous about certain things, it was really overwhelming. I even got into an argument about your cousin. I forget her. Please forgive me. What her name is, the oldest one. She was dating a black guy when I was there, and I kept arguing as long as that kid is good to her, it's okay. But she wanted to keep arguing that basically the interracial relationship was wrong. And my biggest argument was no, it's not wrong. It's only wrong to you. And I really made a point that what she was saying was fucking racist as fuck. That's one of the things that kind of pushed me away. A personal boundary. Okay, I stood up for myself. Another subject I'll hit on, another video will be made, is the full armor of God and not needing to wear it in the garden. Okay? I'll just let your mind stew on that one. Think about that. What is the full armor of God? And when do you actually need to wear it? When you step outside the garden. Okay? Okay, so the boundaries is basically finding the balance in life. Okay? Now, finding the balance in life between all these different things you got going on, starting from the bedroom with your personal private relationship, then the living room, then the neighbors, general public, and work. Okay? At no point is it okay to start juggling all of these things, meaning you have one life here in this box, another life in this box, and another life in this box, all simultaneously on the same linear line, and nobody over here knows this group, and nobody in these two groups know this group, and nobody in this group knows anything about either one of these. Okay? My grid squares on my screen. Okay? Now, I'm in grid square center. If you're living in a box where grid square center left and center right, don't know anything about the other two, that's a problem. Okay? What I'm describing to you is a polyamorous lifestyle. Okay? Cheating. You'll start seeing these things on the internet. There is no such thing as an ethical polyamorous marriage. No. That's an excuse for cheating. When you are legally married, it is a man and woman legal contract that's binding to the two of them only. And now that the laws have now changed, all state and federal Department of Justice proceedings have to abide by the new laws saying that if you cheat on your spouse, it is now a felony, not a civil matter, not a misdemeanor. It is now a felony. And all judges, local, state, and federal, must abide by that new law. It is now 5 years if you cheat on your wife or your husband. Don't do it. If you're not going to commit to your spouse in the fucking relationship, go get a divorce. Do a separation of the kids if you need to, blah blah. Don't cheat. Okay? It's disgusting. Again, being treated as an option or treating somebody as an option. Okay? A commitment is a commitment, not an option. Okay, 33 minutes. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and end it here on this one. All right. So, I hope you all have a good day. I got some studying and stuff to do, and probably have to take a trip. So, later.